To understand the drama before the match, you must first understand the history between these two players. 2 years ago, in the qualifying rounds of the 2024 US Open, Alex Eala faced Elena-Gabriela Ruse with a dream on the line. Victory would have given Eala her first main draw appearance in a Grand Slam. Defeat would mean heartbreak. The match was a war. Ruse won 3-6, 6-1, 6-4, denying Eala what would have been her first main draw appearance in a Grand Slam. At the time, Eala was ranked number 153 in the world. Ruse was ranked number 122. The loss was devastating. It was a moment that would haunt Eala for 2 years. But that loss also ignited something in Eala. She used it as fuel. She worked harder. She trained harder. She climbed the rankings with a vengeance. 2 years later, Eala is ranked number 20 in the world. She has won her first WTA Tour singles title in Washington. She has reached the 4th round of Wimbledon. She has beaten Iga Swiatek on center court. She has defeated Jessica Pegula in a final. She is a completely different player. And now, she has a chance for revenge. The revenge tour is real. Ruse, meanwhile, is ranked number 77 in the world. She has a career best rank of number 51, which she achieved back in 2022. She has 1 tour-level title under her belt, winning the WTA 250 Hamburg European Open in 2021. She is a veteran. She has experience. But she is no longer the favorite. That role now belongs to Eala. And Ruse knows it. Hours before the match, Ruse sat down for a pre-match interview. The questions were routine. What are your expectations? How do you feel about facing Eala? What is your strategy? But Ruse's answers were anything but routine. She did not praise her opponent. She did not acknowledge Eala's incredible rise. Instead, she delivered a statement that sent shockwaves through the tennis world. I have faced Alex Eala before, Ruse said. I beat her when it mattered most. I know what she is capable of, and I am not afraid of her. The hype around her is not based on Grand Slam titles. It is based on fans who scream and wave flags. That does not win matches. I have been on this tour for years. I have faced the best players in the world. And I am not intimidated by a 21-year-old who has not yet proven herself on the biggest stages. The words were sharp. They were dismissive. They were a direct challenge to everything Eala had achieved. Ruse was not just questioning Eala's game. She was questioning her entire rise. She was suggesting that Eala's success was built on hype, not talent. She was dismissing the thousands of Filipino fans who had traveled across the world to support their hero. The tennis world was stunned. Ruse continued, I know the crowd will be against me. I know the stadium will be filled with Filipino flags. But I have played in front of hostile crowds before. I have beaten players who were ranked higher than me. I have won titles. I have nothing to prove. She has everything to prove. Let's see how she handles the pressure when it really matters. The statement was a calculated psychological move. Ruse was trying to get inside Eala's head. She was trying to plant seeds of doubt. She was trying to remind Eala of the loss that still haunted her. And she was trying to remind the world that she had beaten Eala before. But in doing so, she may have made a critical mistake. She may have awakened a sleeping giant. She may have given Eala all the motivation she needed. The moment Ruse's words hit the internet, the tennis world erupted. Social media was flooded with reactions. The hashtag RuseDrama trended globally within hours. Fans, analysts, and fellow players weighed in with their opinions. And the reactions were anything but unified. The Filipino community was furious. They saw Ruse's comments as an attack not just on Eala, but on their entire community. They pointed out that they had every right to support their player. They noted that tennis is a global sport and that crowds are part of the game. They argued that Ruse was simply trying to intimidate Eala before the match. They flooded social media with messages of support for Eala, condemning Ruse's words as classless and disrespectful. Ruse is just scared, one fan wrote. She knows she can't beat Alex on talent, so she's trying to get in her head. But Alex is stronger than that. She has faced bigger challenges than this. She will prove Ruse wrong. Another fan posted, the hype around Alex is real because she is real. She has beaten the best players in the world. She has earned every bit of her success. Ruse is just a sore loser before the match even starts. But not everyone was on Eala's side. Some tennis purists agreed with Ruse. They argued that Eala's rise had been accelerated by her massive fan base, and that she had not yet won a Grand Slam. They pointed out that Ruse had beaten Eala before, and that experience mattered. They suggested that Ruse had a point. Hype does not win matches. Results do. Other players weighed in. Some defended Eala, pointing out that she could not control how many fans showed up to support her. They argued that it was not her fault that she had become a global phenomenon. They noted that Eala had always been gracious in victory and defeat, and that she did not deserve to have her achievements diminished. Others expressed sympathy for Ruse. They acknowledged that playing in such a hostile environment could be incredibly difficult. The debate raged on. While Ruse's comments dominated the headlines, Alex Eala remained calm. She did not respond to Ruse's accusations directly. She did not engage in a war of words. Instead, she focused on what mattered most, her preparation. But eventually, she had to speak. In a brief statement before the match, Eala addressed the controversy with characteristic grace. "I have nothing but respect for Elena-Gabriela Ruse," she said. "She is a talented player, and she beat me 2 years ago. But that was then. This is now. I am a different player. I am a different person. And I am not going to let anyone's words distract me from what I came here to do." She continued, "The fans are incredible. They give me energy. They give me strength. But at the end of the day, it's just me and my opponent on the court. The crowd can't hit the ball for me. The crowd can't win the points for me. I have to do that myself. And I am ready to do that." Eala's response was a masterclass in diplomacy. She did not take the bait. She did not criticize Ruse. She did not fuel the controversy. Instead, she rose above it. She showed the maturity of a player far beyond her years. She reminded everyone that she was not just a product of her fans. She was a talented tennis player who had worked incredibly hard to get where she is. She was a class act, and the world was taking notice. Ruse's statement was not just about disrespect. It was about psychology. It was a calculated attempt to get inside Eala's head. Ruse knew that Eala was the favorite. She knew that Eala had the crowd behind her. She knew that Eala was riding a wave of momentum. And she knew that the only way to stop her was to disrupt her. The mind games before a match are a time-honored tradition in tennis. Players have used them for decades to gain a psychological edge. John McEnroe was a master of it. Jimmy Connors was a master of it. Novak Djokovic has used it. Rafael Nadal has used it. And now, Ruse was trying to use it against Eala. But Eala was not falling for it. She had been through too much to be rattled by some pre-match trash talk. She had faced Iga Swiatek on center court at Wimbledon. She had faced Jessica Pegula in a final. She had faced hostile crowds, tough conditions, and crushing defeats. She had overcome it all, and she was not going to let Ruse's words get to her. Eala's coach, Joan Bosch, also weighed in. "Alex is focused," he said. "She knows what she has to do. She is prepared for this match. She is prepared for this moment. And she is ready." Ruse's words do not matter. What matters is what happens on the court. The Filipino community rallied around Eala with even greater fervor. Social media was flooded with messages of support. The hashtag EalaNation trended alongside Ruse drama. Fans vowed to make their presence felt at the Lindner Family Tennis Center, turning the stadium into a home court for their hero. "Ruse can say whatever she wants," one fan wrote. "But she can't silence us. We will be there. We will wave our flags. We will chant Alex's name. And we will show her what real support looks like." Another fan posted, "Alex doesn't need to respond to Ruse. She will respond on the court. And when she wins, Ruse will have nothing left to say." The Filipino community understood the stakes. This was not just a tennis match. It was a battle of pride. It was a battle of representation. It was a battle to show the world that Filipinos belong on the global stage. And they were determined to make their voices heard. The media could not get enough of the drama. Sports journalists around the world were writing about the controversy. Headlines blared, "Ruse dismisses Eala's rise. Mind games before Cincinnati Showdown. Eala's revenge tour faces first test." The storyline was perfect for a sports drama. The underdog who had risen to the top. The veteran who refused to acknowledge her success. The clash of generations, cultures, and styles. Analysts weighed in on the implications. Some argued that Ruse's comments were a sign of desperation. They pointed out that she had not beaten a top 20 player in years. They suggested that she was trying to manufacture motivation because she knew she was the underdog. Others argued that Ruse had a point. They noted that Eala had not yet won a Grand Slam, and that her rise had been accelerated by the passionate support of her fans. But regardless of where they stood, everyone agreed on one thing. The drama before the match had made it must-see television. The eyes of the tennis world were on Cincinnati, and the stage was set for an unforgettable showdown. August 15, 2026. Mason, Ohio. The Lindner Family Tennis Center. The stadium is packed. Thousands of Filipino fans have arrived. The sea of Philippine flags is waving. The chants of Eala, Eala are echoing through the venue. The atmosphere is electric. The tension is palpable. Alex Eala walks onto the court. She is smiling. She is calm. She is ready. Elena-Gabriela Ruse walks onto the court. She is focused. She is determined. She is ready to prove that her words were not empty. The match is more than just a tennis match. It is a battle of wills. It is a battle of narratives. It is a battle to prove who is right. Ruse has said that Eala's success is built on hype. Eala is determined to prove that it is built on talent. Ruse has said that the crowd doesn't win matches. Eala is determined to prove that the crowd can give her the energy she needs to win. The first point is played. The crowd erupts. The battle has begun, and the world is watching. The drama before the match between Alex Eala and Elena-Gabriela Ruse is more than just a pre-match controversy. It is a sign of something much bigger. It is a sign that tennis is changing. It is a sign that the sport is becoming more global, more diverse, and more passionate. It is a sign that players from countries that have never had tennis stars before are finally getting the recognition they deserve. Alex Eala represents that change. She represents hope. She represents resilience. She represents the belief that no dream is too big, no obstacle too great, no challenge too difficult to overcome. For decades, the Philippines has been a country that has been overlooked on the world stage. Its people have been told that they are too small, too poor, too insignificant to compete with the giants of the world. But Alex Eala is changing that narrative. She is showing the world that Filipinos can compete on the global stage, that Filipinos can succeed, that Filipinos can be champions. Ruse's comments were a reminder that not everyone is ready to accept that change. Some players, some fans, some critics will always doubt. They will always question. They will always dismiss. But Eala is not letting that stop her. She is not letting the doubters define her. She is letting her racket do the talking. And that is the mark of a true champion. The tennis world is watching. The fans are believing. And Alex Eala is just getting started. From the cracked courts of Quezon City to the sold-out stadiums of Toronto and Cincinnati. From the cover of Forbes to the bright lights of the US Open. Her journey has defied every expectation. And now, she is proving that true champions are not defined by the words of their critics, but by the heart they bring to the court. This is not the end. This is only the beginning.